much of it as I can, and then we will make sure we release everybody on time. This is the right on target breakout, so all of you guys should have been in this room for breakout 1. If not, you're not going to get all 4 topics if you go back and forth, so make sure you stay in this room for all your breakouts. My name is April Nyman. I am a superstar director. I'm married with 3 kids. I live in Oxford, Ohio. We have a 23-acre farm. Any farmers in the room? There you go, there are my people. You can raise it high, Rachel. I started Scentsy, so after I graduated high school, I joined the military. I was active duty Army for 5 years. I rode horses and was cavalry. So we probably don't have any Texas people in here. Any Texas people? I was stationed at Fort Hood. There you go. I was stationed. So you've seen the horse detachment before. Have you seen the horse detachment? That's what I did. And I actually, small fun fact, I actually just got to adopt my old cab horse. So he's 27 years old now. Back when I rode him, he was 10. So we were both, I was 20, 21, he was 10. We were in our prime, so now we're just both older and better. Got out of the Army, went to school at University of Findlay, got a bachelor's in equine business management. Does anybody even know what that is? There's a few people. It's a degree in horses, basically. Then I had my first daughter, and I didn't want to go stick her in daycare and go back to work. So my husband joined the Navy, so he was military. And didn't even ask me, y'all. He didn't even ask me. He just went and signed up. I was prior service, 5 years in the military, and he didn't even ask me. So then I had my second daughter a few years later, and I was a stay-at-home mom, which I loved, but I, needed something for myself. We didn't have a lot of money. E5 income with 2 kids, we qualified for WIC. We were living paycheck to paycheck. We didn't have a lot of money for extra things. I fell in love with Scentsy, the products, but I felt guilty buying them because they were really outside of our budget. So I thought, well, if I just join, then at least when I buy things, I'll be making a little bit of money back. So he said, as long as it doesn't cost us anything, go ahead. 8.5 years later, I do this full time. I've never used my degree. I've never had another job after being in the military, and I waited tables in school. Side hustle, got to pay the bills, put myself through college. But other than that, since he's been my full-time job for 8.5 years, my husband was not supportive at the beginning. So when I talk about don't listen to the haters, that can be the people that you love too sometimes, you guys. So now he's of course on board, because if he quit his job tomorrow, we'd be 100% okay, because since he can completely support my family and everything that we do. We have a team of 2,100 consultants. We have 35 directors and above. And my husband and I have traveled the world, all expenses paid. We've been to Costa Rica, the Bahamas, we're gonna go to Bermuda, we've been to Spain, France, Italy, where else? New Zealand, Rome, Cancun. I mean, I didn't have a passport before Scentsy, you guys. So this business can be anything you want it to be. I wanted to share a couple top tips before we're gonna talk all about sales. But I wanted to share a couple top tips just because I feel like that's really what you're going to take away most in this business. You can figure out how to sell, you can figure out how to share, you can figure out how to ask people to join your team. But the top things that I feel like really have gotten me through the 8.5 years and seeing the big picture of what this business can become is anything that you do in your business, any decision that you make, any new system that you implement, anything that you add, anything that you're changing, run it through the Scentsy core values. Is it authentic to you? Is it simple? And are you being generous? And because there's so many times where you want to do all the things. You want to add this, that, and that, but it's really not true to you. And then all of a sudden you start getting away from simplicity and you start doing all these hard things. So if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you need to add something new, run it through the Scentsy core values. If there's one thing you remember today, I hope that is a piece that you take away, because it's been really helpful for me. The other 2 things are belief and hunger. You guys have to believe when nobody else believes. You have to believe when people are laughing at you. You have to believe when your husband doesn't believe. You have to believe when your parents, your friends, your sister, your best friend, they don't get it. They don't have to get it, okay? I used to worry a lot about what people thought. I was always a high achiever, always at the top of my field in the things that I did, and I thought, oh great, now people are gonna be like, really? April's selling candles? Like, what even is that? Oh, now she's a stay-at-home mom and she like slings wax. Okay. Y'all, I don't worry about what people think now. You know what? I laugh all the way to the bank. I laugh when I'm sitting on my couch in my pajamas with my kids, spending my time the way I want to spend it. I laugh when I'm halfway across the world doing amazing things I never would have been able to do without this business and this opportunity. And then I go share it with all the other people I know, and they get to come with me and do those things too. Okay? So believe. Believe when nobody else believes. And hunger. Be hungry for it, you guys. You have to be hungrier than every other person that you know. You have to pretend like your back's against the wall, like your kids won't eat unless you make this work. Those things will get you anywhere you want to be in your business. I wrote down, belief is the magic key that unlocks your dreams. Hunger is what keeps you going when it gets hard. Now we'll talk about my actual topic. I'm going to talk about sales, learning how to share new products. We're going to talk about traction marketing and target marketing, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are sharing. If you can't hear me, let me know, because if I move this, I kind of drift away. How many people in here consider yourself a salesperson? Like, really identify, like, wake up in the morning like, I'm a salesperson. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, guess what, guys? We are all salespeople. It's what we do. We are salespeople. It might not feel warm and fuzzy on the inside, but when you realize that I'm a salesperson, and guess what? Every single thing that we do with our business is a learned skill, okay? I'm not special. I'm not really good at any one area. I'm not like a super recruiter. I'm not recruiting 50 people a year. I'm not selling $80,000 a year in Scentsy, okay? But I learn, and I hustle, and I'm hungry for it. And I know that if I want to get better at something, I can go learn about it. I can go ask people who I see that are being successful in that area, okay? Every single thing. I'm not special. I'm going to lose track. But we're all salespeople, and sales are learned skills. The great thing is, everything that you need to know and do to be crazy successful in this business is a skill that you can learn. So you always need to be learning and be a lifelong student. And when you're developing your skill sets, everything that you learn is adding a tool into your toolbox that you'll use to share with your team and to keep building on and through the years that you're building your business. You want to be such a great salesperson that people don't even realize that you're selling to them. Okay, and that's what we're going to talk about with target marketing and direct marketing. So last night, my team and I went out to dinner, and I saved them a spot right here in the front row, so they couldn't be back there falling asleep. And we were my husband and I came to SFR. Who was in SFR was it 4 years ago? Here when we were at the Opryland. Anybody? Okay, some of y'all. It was your first one. We happened to stumble upon this little gem restaurant called Demo's. We were down on the strip. I was huge and pregnant at the time. I wasn't bar hopping, don't worry, just looking for dinner. And we were down there, we were looking for dinner, and everything was like a 2-hour wait. And so we went, I think it was Kevin was with us, Kevin Kirkpatrick. He went up to somebody that was working the horse and carriage, so like a local that lives here, and he said, where can I get something to eat around here that's like not a 2-hour wait? He was like, go to Demo's, it's right around the corner, it's really good, it's cheap, you'll love it. We had the best time. Our waiter told us exactly what we should order, told us what the specials were, like basically picked out our meals for us, and it was such an enjoyable, memorable meal that when my husband was like, oh, you guys should go back to the Italian place we went to, that Italian steakhouse. And I told my team, I got all excited, and I sent them a message like, guys, we should go here. I totally forgot about it, but I had these great memories, right? Y'all, we went there for dinner last night, and it was not good. It was not good. I mean, what did you guys think? It was okay. It was okay. Huh? The owner died? Oh, see, they didn't even tell us that. But the difference for me and what I realized, and I thought, oh, I need to tell all my people about this tomorrow. Our waitress, I asked her, what's your favorite things on the menu? And she kind of told me a couple things, and I said, oh, I was here 4 years ago, and that was it. She was like, oh, this and that, and if you want this, this and that. Like, no personality, she wasn't describing things. The stuff that she suggested just wasn't good. That was what made the difference for me for the restaurant. One waiter, I had an amazing experience. He was selling to me, but I didn't even realize that he was selling to me. And the way that he was doing it made me enjoy my experience so much that I got so excited 4 years later to take my team back. Last night, our waitress was okay, and I had a okay experience. So what I took away from that is that's the same thing as us sharing our businesses, right? You have one consultant that's really excited to share their products and shows you what she thinks that you'll like because of the relationship that you've built with her. She know, April, I know you have a farm and you love your chickens. We just have this new chicken warmer. You should check it out, you know? So that was just something that I took away from our dinner last night. How many of you in here love to share things that you love? Like, you get a good deal, right? There's like an amazing sale on toilet paper at Kroger. Everybody needs to go buy. I'm that friend. I will share my toilet paper sale so that y'all can go stock up on toilet paper too. A new recipe you tried, right? We all want to like crowdsource. A favorite new product, a favorite new show. How many people are on social media going, okay guys, I need some suggestions on Netflix, and then you get all the interaction because people love to share what they really love. So instead of thinking of yourself as a salesperson, because even though we're all salespeople, it's okay. We're all in this together, and it is okay to be a salesperson. It's a good thing because we can learn those skills. But if it feels better, if we're gonna be really good salespeople, then we can consider ourselves a share person. So not a salesperson, but a shares person. So all you really need to do to be good at selling Scentsy is be really good at sharing it with your friends, your family, people that you pass in the hallway, your waitress at dinner, the person at the grocery store. You just need to be really good at sharing Scentsy. So we'll talk about attraction marketing. Attraction marketing is marketing in a way that attracts people to you, to Scentsy, and to joining your team. We've all seen people join and they just start grabbing stock flyers and just post it. They think, not everybody, but a lot of people think, oh, and you guys probably have some people like this on your team too, they think, oh, I'm gonna join and I'll like throw up a couple flyers in my website on Facebook, and all my friends and family are gonna go buy all the things, and then I'm just gonna get a paycheck and it's gonna be great. And when that doesn't happen, what happens? They quit, right? Or they get really upset about it and they feel like they're just, oh, this doesn't work for me. No, you're not working, okay? You can't just throw out things. And people need to know you, like you, and trust you to do business with you, okay? So attraction marketing, the difference is, I thought this one was really funny. I hope some of you guys remember it too. When the pet products were launched, every friend that I have that sells Scentsy put their poor dog in the bathtub, gave them a bath, put the Scentsy pet shampoo on the thing, you know, and they hear all these pets making these horrible, oh, help me. Because, I mean, what dog likes to get a bath, right? Like, or a cat, or a bird, or whatever. So, like, literally, like, it went viral across, I have a lot of Scentsy friends, and it went viral across all my news feeds of all these dogs in the bathtub with the Scentsy soap, like, Scentsy dogs everywhere were, like, in despair. And it was great, and it was hilarious, and you know what that is? That's attraction marketing. That catches people's eyes. People with dogs are like, oh, I want to bathe my dog with that Scentsy shampoo because I want them to smell wonderful. And then, so what would catch your eye? That, right? That's something you're going to stop on. A cute dog in the bathtub making a sad face, or a stock flyer of a few bottles and a couple scents, right? That's not really going to show, it doesn't catch people's eye. So people need to know you, like you, and trust you. To know you, it's what you share in real life, on Facebook and social media. I mean, as much as I hate to admit it, is really a big part of our business and a big part of our life. That's how people become to know you. So like some things I share, I'm a beekeeper, right? Like my little cup up here. I have a farm, I'm a mom, I love nature, I garden, so I'm always out in the garden taking pictures of vegetables and things like that. I'm really passionate about the environment, recycling, and all that earth stuff. So that's what people know about me. If people share things, like they find a cool bee thing, they share it on my wall. I've had every funny chicken meme ever invented on Facebook or Instagram or on the internet, I've been tagged in it. Or it's been shared with me multiple times. But that's how people know me, okay? They need to like you. You have to be likable. You guys are business owners. Everybody in here is a business owner or a guest of a business owner. You have to be likable, and sometimes that means filtering yourself. Facebook, Instagram, real life, you keep that for your close friends and family. You're building a business, guess what? Scentsy is a business. Every single one of us is our own business, okay? People can buy Scentsy anywhere. You want them to buy Scentsy from you. If you're posting about politics and you're complaining and you're ranting, and it's not okay if you have to say, sorry for the rant, or I don't mean to be rude, or I know it sucks when people talk about this stuff, but no, don't be that person. Stay positive, share happy things. Are what you're sharing, is it adding value to your customers, to your family, to your friends, okay? And they need to trust you. They need to trust you not just as a person, but also as a Scentsy consultant, right? You're a fragrance expert. You need to be all in. You need to show up. Like being here today, you guys are all showing up. So you should be posting pictures of being here, having fun, that's attraction marketing. Taking pictures with the Heidi and Orville cutout. Fun pictures. I took a picture of my team members dancing and I shared that. Like people will see that and say, oh my gosh, like April does that for work? I want to do that. I want to go have fun with friends, with people who are happy and positive. And celebrate your successes. And keep going. They want to see you keep going. It's okay when things get hard. They want to see you keep going. That's how people are going to know you, like you, and trust you. You're going to earn their business. Share products in real life. With you, with a pet, with your kids. Do not share stock flyers, okay? Sometimes we have to because we don't have the products yet. If you don't have a dog, take a picture that I shared of my dog in the bathtub with Scentsy shampoo and say, look at my friend's dog that's using it, okay? Somebody has a dog, somebody has a kid. We all have a face. People want to see your face. People want to know you, okay? So come out from behind the screen, the camera, or behind the phone, whatever. And you're the face of your business. I'm gonna drink. Holy cow, sorry. Okay. Target marketing. Not every product we have is going to be for every customer. We do share every product we have using Facebook, social media, everything you post. That's like out there for everybody to see. Everybody might not see it. When you give somebody a catalog, things like that, they're gonna see our website, anything you post on social. But not every single product we have is for every customer. So as we're building relationships with our customers, we're going to be able to share specific products with them based on their specific interests or needs. If they have a problem that we can solve, that's the perfect way to target those people and say, hey, I have a solution for your problem. Oh, your son plays soccer and he has a stinky gym bag, and so do his entire soccer team. Well, look, here's a scent pack that you can throw in there, right? And then you give them specific products for specific customers for specific reasons. It makes people feel special. They know that they trust you because they know that you know them, know things about them in order to share those products with them. This is a relationship business. When you genuinely get to know your customers, they'll trust you to do business with you, and it's your job to earn their business. And you know how you earn their business? You follow up consistently. You make it easy for them to get the products that you have. They can't go to the grocery store and buy Scentsy. They can't go to Walmart. They can't hop on Amazon and get all the wax they want. They have to have you doing it. So that's your job, to make it easy, to earn their business. I wanted to talk about like when you connect with people, wherever you meet them, whether it's out in the wild. I say out in the wild, that just means like, you know, I pass out samples to everybody. I'll show you what I share. I call it building micro relationships, and it's a really great way to meet new customers. But anyway, wherever you meet them, at a party, at an event, if it's a referral, you're gonna make a connection with them. You wanna try to get their contact information. It's not always the easiest thing to do, depending on, you know, if it's at a party, obviously your order form, make sure they fill that out. But if I'm at an event and somebody's really interested in my products, I will pull out my phone and I'll be like, are you on Facebook? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, here, can you find yourself? I'll send you a friend request. That way, you know, if you're really thinking about joining, I'll add you to my team page and you can take a look around. We have a great community. Everybody shares and helps each other out. You would really love it. And that way you can like get a behind the scenes look of what we do. And they're like, oh, okay, awesome. They take my phone, they add themselves in there. Now, as soon as they leave, you know what I do? I go in and I make notes on my phone so that I remember who that person is and what we talked about. And I might make a note about something that would jog my memory. And same thing if it's not about joining and it's just about being a customer, I can add them to my VIP page. And I literally, so here's what I hand out, you guys. I hand out a product list and a Warmer of the Month flyer. My information is stamped on there and stamped on the back. I usually also have a sample on the outside of this too. This is my business card. People throw business cards away, you guys. I mean, think about it. When somebody gives you a business card, what do you really do with it? Be honest. How many of y'all throw them away? Raise your hand. You're kidding. All y'all hold on. Raise your hand if you throw away business cards. Raise it high, wave it around in the air. Okay. There's some people, I'm surprised. Some of y'all keep them. If I do, the ones that I do keep, you know what I have? I have a giant stack of business cards that are this big. And I don't ever go through them or look for them, right? So I use this as a business card because they can open it up and they might see something on here that they like. And it's got all my information on it. So you're gonna connect with people, you're gonna get their contact information, you're gonna ask questions and take notes. You can put it in any kind of follow-up system, whatever works for you. Some people use their phone, some people use the notes in their phone. Amy, how many of you guys use Amy? It's an awesome, like makes it super simple and easy all in one place to keep up with. Your workstation has an area. Some people still do like the file cards, like old school style. Order forms. I use my VIP page a lot for follow-up. I will literally pull up my VIP page and follow up with every single person that's in there, and I just go down the list. Follow-up is so important. When you're reaching out, you're sharing something that made you think of them or something that is a solution to the problem they may have. You're going to want to share features, you're going to share advantages, you're going to share benefits to that customer. So like when our wall fans came out, I had customers who would have loved to have a plug-in in their hallway, but the plugs are like way down low, right? What happens? Dogs bump into them, kids bump into them, like you can't have them. They're like, what can I have in my hallway? As soon as the wall fans came out, guess who I contacted? All those moms that have kids running up and down the hallway, but they have an area that they wanted to have scent in, right? And I told them, hey, we have this awesome new product. It doesn't have wax. It can get bumped into. There's no mess, there's no spill. You can mix the pods. So be prepared. You want to know your products. Use your catalog. Get on the workstation, do the research, and actually write that stuff down so that you're prepared. Not, hey, we have this new wall fan. Okay, hey, we have this new wall fan and it can do this, this, and this. So an example of targeted marketing, we're going to talk about, well, actually both. The March Warmer of the Month, the Easter egg. How many people like that? At first I was like, it's okay. But you guys, I have kids. And I thought, how much fun will it be instead of like coloring Easter eggs, because that's a mess. And you get like vinegar everywhere, and you gotta like boil the eggs, and you know, they don't turn out as bright as you think, and you know, it's like a thing that we all do, but it's like not usually that fun. I'm like, I'm gonna get that egg out and let them color that, and that will be like our tradition this year. So for the Easter egg warmer, attraction marketing, I could put my kids at the table with the Easter egg warmer and a bunch of Sharpies and take some really cute pictures of them coloring that, right? And share that and write something about like making Easter memories. Like who doesn't want to make memories with their kids or their grandkids? That's attraction marketing. People are going to see that and say, people with kids or grandkids are going to go, oh man, my kids would love to do that. and it's gonna attract them to my products. Target marketing, you're gonna think, okay, I have this Easter egg warmer. Who does it make me think of? It makes me think of people who love to decorate for the holidays. You know those people out there, Rachel Pence, that decorates for St. Patrick's Day, and then decorates for Easter, and then decorates for like April Fool's Day, and she'll like make up holidays to like decorate for. So those people, you're gonna be like, girl, and you're gonna shoot her a message or a text or in person or however you communicate with that customer, and you're gonna say, I do it before I even post it on social media, so it feels even more VIP and exclusive. I haven't even shared this, and this isn't available until March 1st, but I totally thought of you when it came out. Anybody that has kids, people who are artsy, somebody that bought any of our other coloring warmers, right? You can, if you go into your workstation, go to the reporting tab, go to sales report, go to product history, and you can search a product. So like Reimagine was like one of our last warmers you could color on. You could search Reimagine, and anybody that purchased that warmer, you could inbox them and say, hey, you know, I know that you love the Reimagine warmer. We have this new Easter egg coloring warmer. Okay, so that's gonna be targeted marketing. You have a reason to reach out to that person about that product. So like the fantasy collection and the unicorn, go on your workstation, pull up all those tabs, and search unicorn. Anybody that has bought anything unicorn will come up. Those are the people that you want to target for the unicorn and the fantasy collection, because like unicorn lovers unite, right? Like it's just a thing. Like unicorns are really big right now, and there are some people out there that just love unicorns and will buy all the things. Have fun, be creative, try to get interactions to get those new customers. Ask about Easter traditions, ask who loves to color. Instead of just putting up, hey, here's an Easter egg warmer, who wants to buy it? Just make a post and say, hey, what are your family's traditions for Easter? Right? And then people will start sharing, and it brings up memories, and it's heartfelt. And then you can go through and contact all those people in a very genuine and authentic way. Don't go in and be like, oh, hey, here's this warmer for Easter, right? Because then it feels icky. But be like, hey, I've decided this year that our new tradition is going to be able to I'm going to put this egg out for my kids to color. And then next year, if we decide that we want to do it again, you can take rubbing alcohol and clean it off, and voila, you can do it again next year, okay? So you're sharing another feature with them. You are not bothering people, you guys. There's so many people who don't do good follow-up for the simple fact that they think that they're bothering people. You are not bothering people. My customers who I literally contact like 12 times a month, I have some people who are just like my VIPs, like they want to know all the things. Like they really should become consultants, but they just won't for whatever reason. So they're like my right-hand customer that have to know everything. I'm contacting them 12 times a month, and sometimes that little negative voice slips in my head and thinks, April, you're bothering these people. Like, she would have told you last 2 days ago if she wanted something. But I follow up for every new release, every time I have an order going in, every time something new. Anytime I have a reason, warmer of the month, you name it, I'm letting her know about it, and it keeps my follow-up on point. I don't even have to have a system, so to speak, because we have so much new things that are launching that it gives you a million reasons to be reaching out to your customers. And some of the feedback I get, they love that you're thoughtfully thinking of them. And some of the things my customers have said is, thank you for always keeping me in the know. Thank you for always thinking of me. And that was after they told me no. No, I'm good for right now, but thank you for always thinking of me. No, I'm good for right now, but thanks for always keeping me in the know. And that's why when they do need something, when they do need $500 in Christmas gifts, guess who they're gonna come to? The one telling them about what's going on in Scentsy. Not the one posting a couple flyers on Facebook and hoping that people are gonna come knocking their doors down to buy things. That's just not how it works. So you gotta be ready to hustle and earn their business. How much time do we have? We're there? Okay. I was going to talk about limited time offers. Perfect reason to follow up. It's a call to action. I don't have an order going in. A limited time offer drops. Y'all know I have an order going in. All of a sudden, I don't have orders yet, but I contact all my people and say, guess what? I got an order going in. 90% of the time, less than half of what the order actually goes in is the limited time offer. It's actually a bunch of other stuff people needed, but I was following up because of the limited time offer, and they told me what else they needed. Limited time offers are extra. They shouldn't be the base of your business. We're not entitled to them. Keep a good attitude. If they sell out fast, that's a good problem to have. If you have a good attitude, your customers will have a good attitude. They'll be thankful that you tried, okay? So don't get negative about it. Be thankful for it. Take pre-orders, be ready, check your workstation, know the details, build up the hype, have fun, and stay positive. Limited time offers are the icing on our cake, you guys. So last thing, if anybody, I kind of did a couple little sketches. The circle of growth, just about learning and being a student, and the circle of sales, meeting new people, sharing Scentsy, and providing your best customer service and follow-up. If anybody wanted to come up and take pictures of those at your leisure, be my guest. But thank you all for hanging out with me for a half an hour.